Listen, we are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen, okay? And shame on one of y'all for calling my picture that I put in the community tab, honey, okay? One of y'all called my picture AI. That's not AI. Okay. Miss Robinson is really fine like that, honey. I had on some makeup and I think that was probably taken like with a filter, right? So I already had makeup on. And honey, I had my bonnet on. But yes, I'm actually a beautiful woman. Okay, everybody is not one of these funny looking YouTubers, honey, that get on their throne talking about people that look better than them. I mean, I'm just saying, listen, Miss Robinson don't have to do that. I actually look better than the people I talk about. Okay? I know. Some of y'all rolling your eyes and sucking your teeth, but the truth is the truth, and the truth needs no proof. How you doing, honey? Okay. But anyways, look, Miss Robinson had to set you straight, honey. Okay. Talking about Miss Robinson, is AI, honey. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Okay, Miss Robinson is fine, honey. These other people, they be playing, but I'm for real. Listen, okay. But anyways, honey, Melody is getting clown. I know. They won't leave my girl alone. Now, this time, she's getting clowned for not getting the spinoff that Stormmy got. Okay? At this point, I know that this right here is what Melody is thinking, honey, about her haters. This right here. Okay?
More followers. I make way more money than him. Held down, dirty, dusty, devil, low class, poor, broke person, and if I tagged in the video, and I thank God for my true followers, I play crazy. I'm more rich than your broke self. You are stupid, you are low class, and you would never have nothing, because for one, a new wig. Go get a new wig. Go get your skin clean. Go get some Botox. Go get that dirt. And payments have no money. You are broke. Your checks are getting garnished. Well,
listen, okay? That's Andrew Caldwell, honey. That's a nasty piece of something, honey. Okay, I know that's what Melody is thinking. But honey, let's just read and see what the people got to say about our girl Melody Cherie. One person says Stormy was playing chess while Melody was playing checkers. Melody was the queen bee of Carlos's King show. Carlos's King show, huh? Damn, you can't even, baby, this is what you giving. Listen, okay, you sounded like Portia. Y'all told y'all what Portia did. Okay, with that slow ass live. She thought she was eating too, down to the TikTok, her and Cynthia. Okay. This is what Miss Portia, honey, was giving, and this is what you giving right in this damn sentence. Okay, so they got Queen Bee of Carlos's King. Okay, so it's Carlos King, that's like his name. Show. And start in his Love and Marriage series. Didn't they, like, Love and Marriage Huntsville is the original. Okay? he franchised it. He came out with different, different ones for different cities. But Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby, is the original. And Melody was the star of that. We gotta give our sis her props. Okay? So she already been the damn star. Why would she be jealous of Stormy and Bell Collective? Okay, I think he should have had Melody on like a Bell Collective. Honestly, she shouldn't have been on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But it was her baby. It was her baby. But I say that because the show couldn't go on with a whole bunch of haters. It couldn't go on. And I do feel like he should have had something else, for Melody. But no, he wanted to keep her in that burning house, in that toxic environment, because that's what he do. Okay. Now Stormy has a spinoff, which we all know should have been Melody, but she let her emotions get the best of her. What are your thoughts? What y'all think of that? Okay, the person also says, I know it's room for all of them to win, but how is it that Melody, who introduced Stormy to the show, end up on the outside? What happened? What do y'all think of that? That's some bullshit-iggity, okay? I think Melody is in her own space. I think she is doing phenomenal, down to the Patreon, got her own following. She got a lot of followers anyway. She does her music. She does her property preservation courses. She does film. She has her own network. She has her own skincare line. The girl is like doing a lot. She don't really honestly need Carlos like that. Honestly. I'm just saying, if I was Carlos, I would have removed Melody probably about the 4th or 5th season of Love and Marriage. I would have removed Melody because it's too much. It's high stress. It's her narcissistic ass ex-husband and the cast. It was just too much. And then you got the cast and they mammy coming for Melody. Wanda, Betty, like Marlene, who called Melody lazy. Can you believe it, honey? It's a mess. So one person says to this, well, Mel spent her time fighting and arguing instead of leveraging herself for a spinoff. She got caught up in the bitter feud she had with Martell. The bitter feud? Didn't he cheat on her, lie to her, put her health at risk? Had a baby with the side chick? Did he do it? Like, I hate when people downplay people's pain. That shit is crazy to me. And we already had the video with Tasha K doing that. Okay? Like, that's crazy. She came off unpleasant before her exit. Aren't you unpleasant right before you quit your damn job and they done did you all types of wrong? Ain't you unpleasant? Okay, this person is giving me this whole thing where because you are a black woman, you shouldn't have any feelings about anything. You should come to work smiling. I remember this man I used to work with used to be like, dang, you should come in here smiling and talking to everybody. The fuck for? That ain't a part of my goddamn job. Ain't no Walmart greeter if you don't get your ass on. Okay? I said, what you got on these damn bills? Oh, I can't pay your bills and I got somebody. Well, then what the fuck you worried about what I'm doing? If you don't mind your business, mind your business. Okay? Shit, you don't tell the queen that she need to be doing all these damn... See, people always want to put too much on the black woman's plate. Then when she complain, y'all want to say she's bitter, she's lazy. Stop putting so much on people's plates and thinking they don't see the shit. Okay? For real. For real, for real. Okay? Stop doing that shit. I'm sorry, honey. I got caught up in the moment. But I'm sick of that shit. Okay? Like, child. Stormy, on the other hand, actually has a solid business. Oh, does she? And the people ain't getting their goddamn orders. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying. Okay? that could translate into a show. Well, to Carlos's point, people always was curious about the warehouse of it all for Stormy and how does she package her orders and all of that. And so now they're going to see more of that on Belle Collective. I think they wanted to show that on Huntsville because the executive, I just saw a interview with Carlos and he said the executive producer actually liked when Melody introduced Stormy on Love and Marriage Huntsville because they were impressed with Stormy and her, you know, selling so much of her product and, you know, so yeah. She used her time wisely on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Didn't her ass leave because she couldn't take the heat? Okay, that last season that Melody was on, didn't she leave on that trip? Her and Trish. Yeah. So, honey, I don't understand this. So, another person says, doesn't really matter. Melody is great at what she does, and so is Stormy. They are both queens and bosses in their own field and industry. Let's not do the comparison contest because they are both the boss and they are both successful and beautiful black women. Now, that's true. They are. They are. Another person says, Melody thought she was better than every woman on that show. Stormy was more humble. It's the universe's decision. Child, what y'all think of that? Okay, another person says, Stormy says she left Love and Marriage Huntsville because the drama and negativity was more than what she wanted to deal with. Now, Stormy did end up getting arrested while she was doing the show. And somebody had came up to her warehouse and all of that. And so that's like a part of the reason why she left. The person goes on to say, so she comes back to a new reality TV show, which is filled with drama and negativity. But good luck, Stormy. Well, I think that on Love and Marriage Huntsville, that was Melody's baby. And Melody was the, you know, the main person that was like, she was the popular one on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And Melody had most of the fan base. You know, she got the biggest fan base out of all of them. And it was just never going to go in Stormy's favor. Also, Stormy's mother coming for Melody. I think that had something to do with why Melody would not speak up to the fans. And you know what I'm saying? I think that Stormy wanted Melody to kind of speak up a little bit more and get the fans under control. And, you know, she had a whole conversation with Latrice about that. And Latrice, you know, she defended Melody and was like, I ain't telling them. Now, see, Melody and Latrice are two different women, though. Because the shit that Latrice be doing down to the Belle Collective, I didn't see Melody doing. Okay? Latrice will invite her friends on Belle Collective to clown the other girls, but as soon as somebody else invite a friend and clown her ass, she got a problem with it. She does stuff like that. I have not seen Melody, you know, do anything like that. Melody told Stormy she can't control these people, and she's right. You know, you really can't control these people. And then the way Betty came at Melody. But Stormy said she had nothing to do with her mother's issues with Melody. You know, she let her mother feel how she feels. She didn't feel that way. Look, so she says. Because that is a little weird that, damn, your mother hate me and I brought you on the show. We supposed to be cool. And your mother coming at me hard. I mean, I think the mother she was in a Facebook Love and Marriage Huntsville group. So she was already a fan of Love and Marriage Huntsville and had a some hate in her heart for Melody. I thought she came on kind of strong, at least with Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda, damn hood booger, don't know no better, okay? But at least with Melody and Wanda and Tisha, they had a relationship. Melody didn't know Betty for Betty to be coming at her like that, getting caught up in a TV show, having these strong opinions of her. Melody didn't know that lady like that, and I'm pretty sure it felt weird, coming from Stormy's mother. But what would Stormy say? Oh, I can't control my mother. Another Candy Burns, another Latifah Scott. I can't control her. She's a grown woman. And that's why Melody said, well, you a grown woman. You gonna have to deal with these motherfuckers attacking you and your business. Welcome to show business, sis. So, yeah. I didn't agree with it at first, but then as more began to come out and play out, I began seeing it Melody's way. I did, because it was like, okay, I understand all that. I forgot about Betty coming at Melody like that, because after that, it seemed like we didn't see Betty no more, so I kind of forgot about her. But yeah, your mother coming at me, bitch, all types of crazy. Oh, hell no. Hell no, I'm not speaking up for you. You better deal with it. Okay? How y'all feel about all of that? Get in them comments. These people is crazy. It's a lot going on, honey. Woo, child. We got Destiny and Latifah getting into it, honey. We gonna have to talk about that on another day, though. But, baby, I like what I saw. I said, oh, shit. Now this show is getting real, honey. Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. I need to work on my voice. I need to make it, I don't know. We need to get a little sexier, honey. Okay. I was listening to my shit. I sound like a little hood booger. Okay. You heard what I said. I sound like a hood booger. And we got to work on that, honey, because Miss Robinson is too bad, honey. We gotta make her sexy, honey, like a cat. Well, cats are not. Cats ain't sexy to me. They get on my damn nerves. They stare too long. They got that dry ass mouth. Bitch, why am I talking to y'all about how I feel about cats? Listen, I don't like motherfuckers that act like cats either, though. All that staring and following you. Get your ass on. Shit. Get on. Now, it was this one cat, honey, I call myself, like, punkin', right? This motherfucker would not leave and start coming towards me. I said, you ain't supposed to turn into no damn dog, okay? That's it with damn cats, okay? Excuse me, okay? Okay, let me calm down. Okay, so let's shake a bone and get the hell on. We have Cardi B, honey, okay? She performed her final show in Atlanta after threatening to cancel due to the behavior of the employees. Did y'all see that video? Cardi knows she could cuss a motherfucker out. Okay, y'all know she a Libra, and Libras can get a little violent, honey. They can get a little violent, just a little bit. They can get a little violent if you treat them any kind of way. They don't play that, okay? Cardi B says on her social media, when you hold power and authority, use it with kindness and respect. Never abuse it, because not everyone will endure your arrogance in silence. Treat others exactly like you demand to be treated. Atlanta, I'll see you soon. That's what she has said. We saw all the celebrities. They was out to her concert. I saw Heavenly and Damon. I saw T.I. and Tiny. Everybody was at the show, honey. Everybody was at the show. One person says, I love Cardi down, but please, they pulled out that contract and said, sorry, now get your ass out there. I know that's right. Another person says the owner of the stadium got those employees in check real quick. I know sometimes you got to cuss the motherfucker out. Okay, you raise your voice and people listen. Don't I know about it? Listen. Okay, another person says that would have been an expensive temper tantrum. Another person says, who wrote this for her? Oh, child. I'm with Cardi, though. Honey, you can't be treating me any kind of way. Okay? You can't be treating the girl any kind of way. Who the hell you think you are? Okay? Who the hell do you think you are? Let's shake up on and get the hell on. Next, we have Mary J. Blige says she still cannot laugh about the viral Burger King chicken wrap commercial. Mary says she feels like the ad was set up to humiliate her and that it deeply affected her for years. She may have learned from it, but it still doesn't make it funny. Yeah, I saw that interview with Mary J. Blige she did with some guy. She was looking sharp too. He had on the boots she be wearing. He was doing that drunk ass dance she be doing when she get on stage. But yeah, Mary wasn't here for that shit. Mary stood on business. She said, yeah, that wasn't cool. Let's see what the people think. One person says she cashed that check though. What about that baby though? Ooh. Another person says, I had to pull it up on YouTube because I forgot all about it. I was actually more embarrassed about the hair in the commercial than the jingle. Ooh, not the hair, honey. Another person says, I thought it was dope. Crispy chicken, lettuce, laughing emoji. Another person says, prime example of what Denzel said, you can't take every role. Not only because all money ain't good money, but everything isn't good for your image or brand. I don't take issue with her doing it. She learned a lesson. Another person says, I'm a Mary J. Blige fan down, but I don't understand how she sang the song. Recorded the commercial. I'm sure they showed her the footage in the post before they published it. So I'm just confused about how she's acting like this was set up. Well, everybody is laughing at her and, she probably feels embarrassed that, more people didn't enjoy it. They're laughing at her, not with her. There's a difference, right? And she's a person. So, yeah, she feels a way about that. How do y'all feel about the commercial? It did look a bit peculiar. I will say that. It looked a little weird. Okay, but shit, I'm sure they was paying, some good money. I would have took the check too. Shit, okay. And I eat my sandwich in your face. Listen.